Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Melissa to talk about some embarrassing stories. I'm gonna share a few, maybe like two embarrassing stories from one of my followers. The rest of the embarrassing stories will be my own embarrassing stories because there were not that many entries, but I still want to share my own embarrassing stories with you all. So today's video is all about being embarrassed. So the first entry of their embarrassing story was, I peed on my pants in the 7th grade, then taking a bus back home. Ha ha ha. Oh my gosh. That's humiliating just because you had to stay in your own pee all that time, and then it probably stunk most likely. So, oh, I'm so sorry. 7th grade. Oh, that must have been so humiliating. Another embarrassing moment is my sister, I think what's worse, she was working and had her period. Since she had to put her bag in a locker, she always stuffed her pocket with pads. As she was working, one pad dropped and her male manager saw it on the floor and said, "You dropped something." She turns and picks it up quickly and felt so embarrassed. Just the fact that a male manager saw it and then told the person, "You dropped something," like, I feel like he could have just grabbed it and thrown it away or something just to spare her the embarrassment. A year and a half to 2 years ago, I went to get my hair done. I went to get it dyed and bleached, and I had my period at the time. So usually when I have my period, I use 2 pads because one never is enough. So there's always one all the way in the front and one that goes all the way up through the back. So I expected to stay a while in the hair salon place because my hair was down my butt at the time. And I was getting my hair bleached and then dyed and then cut and all this stuff. I was doing a whole bunch of stuff to it. So I figured, yeah, I'm gonna be here for a little bit. But I didn't expect to stay there for over 6 hours into like 12 o'clock at night. And it was kind of not my fault because, first of all, the person was late to their, to do my hair. They were late to their own appointment. So then I was there for 6 hours and I was just feeling uncomfortable and trying to like manage my seating arrangement because the chairs that they had were crappy. So uncomfortable. So then they put me under the hair dryer and I'm over here underneath the hair dryer and I'm over here slouched all the way down because the hair dryer is so far up my head, like it was burning my head. So I was going through a lot that day, like and then after a while, like the girl was taking forever just blow drying my hair afterwards because it didn't dry in the hair dryer. And when I got up, I could just feel it. I knew my pants were soaked. I just felt the ickiness of it. I got up and I turned around and I looked at the chair and there was like a little stain of like blood, but the chair was black, but you could still see that it was wet from the blood. It was so disgusting. It was so embarrassing. I hate when I have my period because stuff like that does tend to happen and it's not anything that we can control. So then I asked the girl, can I get a tissue with, I'll just go to the bathroom with some tissue. And she's like, oh yeah, here you go. So she gave me paper towels and she didn't see anything. I didn't say anything. So then I came back, she was turning around and I wiped the chair with soap and water because I could not take it. It was just so humiliating and so disgusting. Another one was I fell and slid under my mom's car. So what happened was I was probably, I'm gonna say 12 or 13 years old, and it was raining. My mom had a station wagon, a Volkswagen, and she stopped by a P.O. box so that we can pick up her mail. So then she goes, "Melissa, just go outside, just go run real quick, get the mail and run back." So then she meant it like hurry up and get the mail, not literally run back. I took it like literally run back. So I'm over here running with the mail from the P.O. box. I'm running and running and running. And then all of a sudden I couldn't stop. I don't know what happened. I just fell and I hit, boom, her car window, the passenger side, boom. And all you saw was my hand slide down. And I slid underneath her car and I was like, no, don't go. Because I was afraid that she was going to go and drive over me. I don't know why, because obviously I'm not in the car. But I was just freaking out so hard. It was so freaking embarrassing. Everybody saw it and nobody said a damn thing though. Like nobody came to help me. Nothing. I was like, oh. So then I had a hard time getting back up because that was a pretty hard fall. And then I just like, my mom was like, what is wrong with you? Why the hell did you run so fast? You should know better not to run in the rain. And I was like, you told me to run and get the mail and run back. So I did what you said. So she was like, not literally. This story here, I am definitely not proud of because, you know, it's just disgusting. But I was a kid. It was okay. So I was late to school one day. I was in junior high school. My mom had taken me to McDonald's to have breakfast because we were already late anyway. So she was like, you know what? Let's just get you breakfast and that way you can have your food. So I hate being late anywhere. It makes me nervous. It makes me embarrassed. It makes me feel like, oh no, now everybody's gonna look at me. So I was nervous. Since I was nervous, what happens? My stomach tends to act up when I'm nervous. So the whole time, nobody was in the hallways. Everybody was already in class. I think it was like the middle of first period in junior high school. And I was crop dusting literally all the way up to the second and third floor. It was so disgusting and it stunk so bad. Like, it was bad. And then, I don't know, thank God nobody was there. Nobody was behind me. But me, myself, I felt like the most disgusting person in the world at that time. So this story was one of the times that I had food poisoning. I ate Taco Bell and then it just did not agree with me, which is why I will never eat Taco Bell ever again in my life. But I had Taco Bell. How old was I? I was probably like 18 or 19 years old. And then the next day I was just like, oh man, it was really bad. I was so like, I had diarrhea the whole night, the whole next day. It was really bad. And I had just taken a shower actually. And my mom was like, don't worry about it. You know, you're going to feel better. It's going to go away soon. And then, I took a shower and I was starting to feel okay. But then as I was drying myself off in my room, I don't know what happened, and then I just had diarrhea all over the floor, and I was so embarrassed, and I just started crying. I was like, oh no. My mom was like, what's going on, she ran through the room and she's like, oh my goodness. So she actually cleaned it up. Oh my gosh, I feel like this is I just want to share this stuff with you to show you guys that this stuff does happen. Nobody's ever perfect. So I just wanted to show you guys that this, so embarrassing. I felt bad for my mom to have to clean it up. That's the most disgusting thing ever. But she did it with a smile on her face. She didn't even complain about it, which I would have complained the whole time. I was complaining for her because I was like, Mommy, I'm so sorry. I was crying my brains out. I'm like, oh, when am I gonna get better? It was bad. It was hella bad. But when it comes to using public bathrooms, I hate them. I choose not to use them. I will wait hours before going to my actual home and using my own personal bathroom because public bathrooms are just plain old disgusting. One time I went into a public bathroom. I don't remember. It happens often, so you know, it can happen tomorrow. I can't go in public anyway because we're quarantined. But it was disgusting. The bathroom I went into was full of pee, and there was pee everywhere and all over the toilet seat. But that was the only cleaner bathroom stall that I was able to get into because all the rest had like blood in it and like disgusting poop. Like, people were just pigs. I was tiptoeing, literally. There was no space to walk. Like, everywhere I put my foot, there was pee all over the floor. It was disgusting. Anyway, I usually tend to climb on top of the toilet seat and crouch down rather than crouching or hovering over the toilet seat because my legs always tend to touch the toilet seat when I hover over. So I like to literally climb onto the toilet seat, stand on the toilet seat, and then crouch down to poop or pee. TMI. And then I guess I was sitting for way too long, and then when I went to go pee, the pee went all over the place. Went all over my pants, went all over my sneakers, went all over the place, and it was disgusting. And then I had to walk out and act like I washed my hands, of course, everything like that, and I had to act like nothing was wrong, but I had pee all over my pants. So I know how that feels. It's disgusting. It's gross. You feel like, oh my gosh, like, just let me go home now and take a shower, please. That's how I felt. So I know how that feels. Oh my gosh, it was like 7 in the morning. I was probably like 23 or 24 years old. No, about 24 years old. And I was getting ready. I was getting ready for work. It was 7 o'clock in the morning. I was living in my own apartment. I'm over here getting ready, putting on my makeup, and I had my tank top on, my slacks on, and I had not had my shoes or the rest of my clothes on yet. But all of a sudden, it was like the windiest day of the winter at that time. And I hear a whole bunch of garbage and noise outside. So then I lived on the second floor. So I look out the window and I see all of my recycling all over the street, like all over the whole entire street. And I was like, oh my gosh, this can't be happening. So I literally put on my robe, went outside, and I'm over here chasing after all my garbage, and the wind kept on blowing. I'm still chasing after the garbage. I'm grabbing one piece, I'm taking it to the garbage. The garbage is falling over still because it's still so windy. And I was just absolutely livid. I was so embarrassed. I was in the middle of the street grabbing my garbage. Cars were stopping. Like, it was horrible. Like, oh my gosh, you have to hurry up and get all the garbage out of the way before it causes an accident, before it hurts somebody. I don't know, like, it was really bad. And then that day was just like not a good day afterwards. Like, ugh, it was crazy. So those are a few of my embarrassing stories. If you guys want to share your embarrassing stories, please share them with me in the comments box below. If not, you can always email them to me. I'll leave my email here so that you can actually email them to me. They will stay anonymous. I'm not going to mention names because I know it's embarrassing. And I'm the only one that's, telling you guys my embarrassing stories, and you guys know it's me. So I hope you guys like this video. I just wanted to get to know you guys a little bit, and for you guys to get to know me a little bit. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.